Last week we left off with the mistake we hadn't caught yet. We pick up right where we left off with, of course, so much math. The attachment boards for the top of the pergola were mounted into the house, which meant it was time to measure and cut all of the posts. Now, because ours is a 3-sided pergola, we had to install it a little differently than a typical Toja Grid. We did it in sections and left them unscrewed for a bit so we'd have some flexibility attaching everything to the brackets on the house. I tried to film us doing that, but the camera fell over. Oh, hi, Bee. Then we realized our mistake. When we were attaching the posts to the porch and attempting to drill them into the concrete is when we realized what we'd done. We'd been using the wrong drill this entire time. Poor Brian. But fast forward to the next day, and one more Home Depot trip later, and a brand new hammer drill, things moved a whole lot faster with this project.
The right tool for the job will always be better than the wrong tool for the job.
Now, it didn't go quite as quickly as these time lapses would make it look, but the worst of it was behind us. Well, except for working around that Japanese maple, which was kind of a pain. With the posts up, we got to work on all 32 slats for the top, and that came with one more setback. We forgot we'd have to cut all of the longer boards for the top in half, and that meant we'd have to go back and stain every single cut end before we could install them. Now, once we got past that, the slats and brackets went up pretty easily. After more math, obviously, to make sure the lengths and the spacing were correct. Then came the finishing touches. Because we couldn't stop there, we brought our 2 cutest little helpers along to the nursery to pick out vines to plant across posts along the pergola. We went with goldflame honeysuckle, and they're going to be gorgeous as long as we can keep them alive. And the finishing touch was a new flagpole and hanging our pride flag, because it's Pride 365 around here. Can you believe we originally thought we'd finish this thing over Memorial Day weekend, but we're so happy to finally be out of pergola purgatory.